Hi everyone, welcome to the Hostess Journal here on my YouTube channel. I am Melissa Austin Weeks, and my lifestyle brand is Home with a Twist, where I share hosting tips, heirloom recipes, joyful and happy things to live and romanticize your life every day. And I love to gather with you weekly here to share quick tips to make your life happy, joyful, and easy. And one thing I want to share with you today is I'm knee deep in putting away my Christmas decorations. And this year I made the vow that I was going to go through each and every box and cull any decor, Christmas decor, that didn't speak to me anymore, that maybe I haven't put out in years, and really evaluate how much I have and what I can let go of. And you may think, well, what does organizing have to do with hosting tips and joyful living? A lot. Because I'll know what I have. And when it's time to decorate, I'll know exactly where it is, and I won't go and buy anything and spend unnecessarily. In that sense, it helps make joyful hosting. I know exactly where my placemats and my napkins for Christmas are. I know how many I have. I know what box they're in. So I'm not running all over the house with my hair on fire, stressed, and just say, screw it, I'm just going to go buy more. That's not the point. What I try to teach you is almost kind of like life coaching, to try to help you stay more organized and therefore be a happy hostess. So one thing I think that might be helpful for you in the next 10 or so minutes is to go to my website at homewithatwist.com or link below, and I have a quick checklist for packing up holiday decor. And we're going to go through each of the 6 steps that are on here to help you cull the clutter, cull things that are no longer speaking to you, that were gifted to you and you kept kind of out of, I don't know, you just felt you had to because you didn't want to hurt that person's feelings. And it's been years. They never see you. You don't see them, whatever the reason is. Maybe your mother-in-law gave it to you and it's just not your taste. It doesn't matter. You don't have to give an excuse and you don't have to feel bad about it. If it doesn't give you joy and you're not using it, someone else will get joy and will love it. That's the whole point. I keep bags in my car for Goodwill and make a drop off at least once a week of things that no longer serve me, that I know someone else will find great joy. And I've witnessed it with watching YouTube videos of people that go and show you their hauls when they go to Goodwill. They find things that bring them so much joy. Maybe it was something that I gave them. Who knows? But anyway, let's start with your list, which will actually make it easier. Number 1, sort everything you use this year into categories. For example, your mantle, what you decorated in your kitchen, what you put on your tree. By putting it into zones, we're then going to put it into bins. So when it comes time for the holidays next year, and I've got my little girl Hazel with me helping, she loves to be near me. When it comes time to hosting next year, and let's say you only have 1 hour to put Christmas decorations out for that day. Easy peasy. Because I think it's so overwhelming to go, I'm going to spend the whole day decorating the house. Probably after about 2 hours, you're exhausted. You only end up putting half out. Then you have to move on to something else. And if you're like me, I planned way too much in the early part of December, that when I finally got rid of all those things I had committed to, I had maybe 10 days before Christmas. And so I didn't put all my Christmas decorations up because I was overwhelmed. So by sorting it into zones of where you use it in your home, let's say your guest bedroom decor, let's say it's your basement decor, your powder room, whatever. Organize it into piles and get some pieces of paper like copy paper or old envelopes or scrap pieces or whatever, and write on there, mantle, write on there, guest bathroom, right on there, kitchen. We're going to be putting all of those items in a box that's just designated for that zone. That way, when it's time to decorate next year, you're not digging through everything trying to find where are those wreaths that I put in my kitchen. You can say to yourself, I only have 1 hour to decorate today. I'm going to decorate the kitchen. And you know exactly where to go. You pick that bin up. you take it to the kitchen, you unload it, you put any decor that you don't want out in your kitchen that's not Christmas, you put it in that kitchen box, you put it back in your attic or your storage closet or wherever you keep your decor. It makes it so much easier. So give that a shot. The next one is label bins with those zone names so you can easily see them. This is step 2 on my checklist. I prefer clear bins so that you can see the contents inside. When I learned all of my organization techniques from my dear friend that I've known for 20 years, Elizabeth Jones, with she's referred to as the OCD Bachelorette on Instagram. She has a fabulous commercial and home organization business. I learned everything from her. I learned from her as one of her customers, and I've learned from her over the years whenever she needs help, and I've gone to assist her in organizing jobs. So everything I've learned that I'm going to share with you came from her. So I want to give her the credit for that. When I first started organizing, I got these red bins because I designated them as holiday. I can easily know that they're holiday, and I have I'm fortunate enough that I've got a walkout attic. That was really what sold us on this house when we were looking for a home. Probably almost 20 years ago. We needed to find a home that could accommodate Mr. Twist, our daughter, and me, and my parents, because my parents were coming to live with us so that we could be their caregivers. And the house, I don't think any house is perfect unless you just custom build it from the ground up. But what I really loved about this house is it had a walkout attic that already had flooring. It's not insulated, which would be ideal, but it does have a light and it has floors. And that really allowed 2 families to blend their lives and have a place to put things that are out of season. So this is what I started with first. If I were to do it over again, I probably would do clear bins. But that's okay. I'm committed to these. But the one thing that I do, let's see where they are. I'm looking for my, hold on just one second. See, this is, I've taped this. This is one thing I don't really spend a lot of time editing on because I want it to be real. The one thing I do recommend you do, and I will link them below, are these. They're called Smart Store adhesive labels, and I get them at the Container Store. I don't think they're available on Amazon, but you could search and see if you could find something comparable. What they are, when you take the package apart, is they're plastic sleeves that have adhesive on the back, and they come with little cards that you can write on and slide into the sleeve. And why I like these is as your decor changes, as you move things around, as you get rid of things, you can easily keep the sleeve on the box like I've done here. You can see it here. This says kitchen wreaths, eucalyptus garland, pink and white wreath, and ribbon. Let's say I decide I want to rearrange everything here. I can easily make a change by writing it on this card, and then it just slips right into the sleeve, and then you stick the sleeve onto the box. So that is, if you want to do clear bins, that's great. But regardless of what you do, you always want to label your bin. Now, in my case, I think I'm going to go an extra step this year, and I'm going to label the top and both sides, because I don't always put the boxes back with the labels facing out. I'm going to try to make more of a commitment to do that. Now, the third thing on the list is now go through unused decor you haven't decorated with. So I'm going to pull all of the bins that I have out in my attic that are red. I even have room for those wire shelves that are really heavy duty that are on wheels. You can buy them at Costco. I have one of those out there that has Christmas on it. So I'm going to be opening every single bin today. Now here's the other suggestion. Don't try to do this major cull and organization and reorganization of all your Christmas decor if you've got kids under feet, because they're going to want to come and see what you're doing. They'll go, "Oh, Mommy, don't get rid of that. I love this." And they haven't seen it since the day they were born. This needs to be a project where you commit as much time as it takes. If that means you send the kids off to grandma's, aunties, best friend, call in a favor with a neighbor, whatever, maybe while they're at school when they go back to school next week. This needs to be a project that you don't have anything cooking on the stove, you're not answering text messages, put a great show on in the background. I'm going to be watching Scandal while I do this. I've seen it before, but I'm watching it back in reruns. And I'm just going to dive in and get it done for however long it takes. Because you're going to be opening each and every box. You're going to be touching each and everything in that box. You're not going to just open the box and kind of dig around and go, oh, I think I like everything. No, you're going to pull everything out, because I guarantee you a couple of things are going to happen. Something treasured is going to bubble up, and you're going to go, oh my gosh, I didn't think I still had this. I love this. Why have I not been decorating with it? Or B, you're going to go, this doesn't bring me joy anymore. I'm going to get rid of it. And don't think of it as you're putting it in the trash. You spent money. You spent your hard-earned money on that. By God, I'm going to hold on to that. You've loved it. You got your money's worth, and now it's time for someone else to love it. It's not doing you any service in a box, unused, taking up space. Okay. So, you ask yourself if you love it. If not, you donate it. So I have already accumulated some cardboard boxes left over from things that were shipped for Christmas gifts. I have them lined up outside the room. And as I decide if I touch it and I'm going to donate it, it goes right to the donation box. You can even take a Sharpie, got one here, and write on the box that it's donation. If it's not in good enough quality, if it's broken, if it's stained, and you don't think Goodwill or whatever your charitable organization is going to want it, get you a black trash bag and put things in there that really just need to go to the dumpster. As soon as you fill that box up, you take that box to the car. Out of sight, out of mind. You don't leave any of your donation boxes sitting around for kids to go through, for husbands to go through. You're in charge of this project. It goes immediately to your car. At the end of the day, when you're finished with this project, you drive straight to your donation site and you donate everything, and you're done. Okay? Fourth step, I just covered this. Box or bag up the items you plan to donate. Put them in your car and drop them off at your favorite donation place the same day that you culled everything. Don't let it sit in the car. For heaven's sake, don't drive around for 3 or 4 months with that stuff in the back of the car. Get rid of it. Your life will feel so airy and light when you're done. Okay, the fifth step is now take the remaining items that you're keeping and sort them into zones you have already started. So let's say maybe you need to add a few more zones. Maybe you realize, you know what? I decorated the upstairs bathroom this year. Create a box for it. Or maybe you have just one bin if you're short on storage space that's just for bathroom. Powder room, primary bath, guest bath, kids bath, whatever. The last step is, since you've completed the important part of organizing your decor, next year you can decorate by zone, which makes it much more manageable. I follow this practice every year. I'll put in my day planner or in my phone, or when I'm making my to-do list for the day, I'll say, today I'm just going to decorate the mantle. And maybe you decide when you want to decorate. Some people like to decorate way before Thanksgiving, so they have 6, 7, 8 weeks to enjoy it. Some people are hardcore and don't decorate until after Thanksgiving, whenever that is. I think there's a lot to be said for decorating before Thanksgiving, because then after Thanksgiving's over, you can just enjoy what you see out. But I want you to be you and what makes you happy. What makes me happy may not necessarily make you happy. So I hope that these tips were helpful. Be sure to link below. I've linked my website. I've linked the information about the labels. I've also linked this quick checklist that you can download. It's a PDF. Print it on your printer and save it. And I hope that you will go through these steps. And be sure to give me a follow over at Instagram, where I share additional exclusive content, and become a subscriber on my website at homewithatwist.com. I send out at least 1 to 2 emails per month with fun recipes, things I'm doing, more printables that I've created, gift tags, all kinds of things for joyful living. So I appreciate you joining me, and happy organizing.